Hi, my name is Dr. Berger. In this segment, I want to talk about an issue that hasn't really been explored in the field of recovery. And that's how our self-hate plays into recovery. Now, that seems like a strong word, doesn't it, that we hate ourselves? But I think if you're really honest with yourself, you're going to be able to look at your life and see these moments when you despise yourself. Segment I did on the therapeutic value of the 12 steps, I talked about that what happens early on in life is that we believe that if I am who I am, it's not going to be good enough to get you to love me. So then I try to become something I'm not. And that becomes this false self. You'll be able to see on the graphic that there's this ring. Well, if my behavior falls outside of what I think I'm supposed to be, which is what the false self or the idealized self defines, that becomes what we can call our despised self. And that despised self is the part of me that I hate. When I am not living up to the ideals that I think I should be. Now, as I talked to you before, all of that's a problem. But we all have that. We all hate ourselves because none of us are perfect. None of us can live up to these false ideals, nor should we. You know, one of the things that's wonderful about, to me, recovery and the freedom that it takes is that the goal in recovery is to become more human, not more perfect. We strive for progress, not for perfection. And there's an incredible amount of freedom from that. But this self-hate, what this self-hate does in you, is it makes you feel unworthy of success and love. Now that's quite a pickle, because in order for us to get better from this disease, we have to support ourselves in recovery. We have to champion our cause. It's not about becoming selfish, because that's what we say is a part of the problem. We're too, focused on ourselves. But it's about learning how to care for yourself. It's hard to care for yourself if you hate yourself. In fact, it's impossible to care for yourself if you hate yourself. Now, I believe that self-hate is one of the major reasons for relapse. And a lot of people don't even realize it. That deep inside, we don't feel worthy of this gift of recovery. And that's really a tragic thing. I get sad when I say it. And that's why this becomes such an important thing, is to get together with a therapist that understands addiction, get together with your sponsor, start looking at this issue. Because if you don't address this self-hate in your life, it's going to undermine your success in recovery. And I don't mean success in terms of getting all of these things, because that's the other problem. In this society, we focus so much on having. It's not about having, it's about being. And that's a really important difference. In recovery, we learn about being different. And that's really the key to this whole spiritual journey. It's about being and not having. So try to get a handle on this thing. Try to take a look at it. Start to read about it. I've got a CD on it. There's a great book that Dr. Theodore Isaac Rubin wrote called Self-Hate and Compassion. And it's wonderful to read that. I think my CD's got some great ideas in it. But start digging into this, because this can really help you fulfill all the promises that recovery offers.